Hi, my name is Patty and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to bleach and color your hair. This is a very simple process and I'm going to be taking with you step by step in order for you to get your desired look. So the first thing that we're going to go through is the type of things that you need. So the things that you need, of course, to start off with is your hair bundles. This is very long 22-inch hair from Miami Hair Shop. I have a kind of like a plastic bag or a bin bag in order for me to lay on the floor for me to be able to bleach my hair on. So you definitely need something to lay down. And then of course you need your bleach. So I have two different types of bleaches here to show you how you can use different things. So I have just normal bleaching powder like this, which comes with developer. You buy this separately, but you can use this with a developer, or you can use kind of like a bleaching kit. So for example, this one here is like a 4-step process. So it just depends where you're getting your products from. That would dictate obviously which one you use. And then the next thing that you need is a bowl in order for you to mix all your ingredients in. And then you need a hairbrush in order for you to stroke the bleach into the hair, as you'll see in a second while I'm doing it. You also need an actual comb or a hairbrush for you to brush the product through, which I'll show you in a second. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I just lay down the bin bag or the piece of sheet of paper that you have to lay down on your surface. Make sure that the whole surface is covered so you don't have any risk of damaging anything. And then what you're going to do is you want to take your hair bundles and then you want to unravel them and lay them flat on your surface, whatever it is that you're bleaching your hair on. So make sure that you've just unraveled the hair bundles and that they're flat on your surface. Just make sure that you're going to be able to get every single part of the hair. So when it comes to mixing the bleach, you just want to put as much powder as you need for the hair that you want to bleach. So for this part, I started off with about 3 packs of the 30 grams packs of bleach. And then I just added some 30% volume developer into that bleach, as I showed you earlier. And then I just mix that up. Make sure you mix it to a consistency where it's creamy and it's easy to handle. Once your mixture is mixed and your hair is on the floor, it's been laid down, it's been unraveled, then you start bleaching your hair. You can start absolutely anywhere that you want to. You can start at the bottom or you can start at the top. I'm going to leave the top of my roots not bleached because this goes with the hairstyle that I want to go with. But you can always bleach your whole hair. It doesn't have to leave the roots of the hair. You can bleach all of the hair. It's up to you and it depends on how you want your hair to look. So I'm leaving about 8 to 10 centimeters at the top of my roots unbleached, and then I'm going to go ahead and start bleaching my hair. I just go in lightly with some light strokes all over the hair, making sure that I cover all of this side of the hair. So just take your time, be slow, and just keep stroking the bleach into the hair and making sure that you're covering every single stroke. Once you finish this side of the hair, you have to make sure to flip the hair to make sure that you get the other side, because if you just stop here, you're not going to have covered all of the hair that you have. So what you want to do is when you covered one side of the hair, you want to pick up the hair, flip it, put it back down, and then keep on bleaching and make sure that you have the bleach and it's covered the other side of the hair. This just makes sure, like I said before, that you've covered every single strand, that you don't leave anything not bleached so that you're not going to have streaks in your hair. But if you're going for a blonde look, then you want to make sure that you cover every single strand of the hair. As I said before, I'm leaving my roots not bleached because of the look that I'm trying to go for. Okay, so now you've finished covering all your hair with the bleach. Now it's time to let the bleach do its job. So what you want to do is just fold up the hair, as you can see here, and once it's folded, take your foil that I mentioned before and then just put the hair in the foil, wrap it up and let it sit. The amount of time you let this hair sit for will depend on what kind of look you want to go for. Here I let the hair sit for about 20 to 25 minutes, but you can also let this hair sit up to an hour or even less time. And you just have to keep checking the hair, keep opening up the foil, checking the color, making sure that it's exactly how you want it to look. Once you've checked one last time to make sure that the bleach is exactly how you want the hair to look, the color, then it's time to wash the hair. So washing out the bleach, you can just go under the sink and just wash out the water. It doesn't have to be anything special. You just go ahead and wash out the bleach and make sure that it's all gone and there's no residue of the bleach left. This will leave your hair color looking something like this. So after you finish and the hair is now dry, it's now time for you to color your hair. It's completely up to you what color you use, obviously. And for me, I'm going to use a red color. Once you finish mixing the color, then you start applying the color from the roots all the way down to the tips. I'm covering my whole hair because once again, I'm starting from the top because I want this red color to start from the top, but I didn't want it to be too bright at the roots. This is why I didn't bleach the roots to start with. And this is the easiest part, and this is the most fun part because it's the simplest part and it's straightforward because you don't have to worry about how much you're putting on. You just go and slap it onto your hair.
So just as you did with the bleach, you just carry on and do the exact same thing with the hair dye. So here I'm just completely covering every single strand of the hair that I previously bleached because I don't want any yellow coming through. I don't want any of the bleach coming through the hair. So you just want to make sure that every single strand is covered with the hair dye that you're doing. And once you've done the bleach, this should be a lot easier because you're just repeating the step, but except this time it's with hair dye.
So once the hair color's developed, the last thing that you want to do is just wash out all the hair dye, dry the hair, and you've got yourself some nice bleached and colored hair weave.